episode of Going For a Podcast. We got a familiar face. Y'all should already know who it is. We got
Pressure.
the one and only my boy, Pressure Online.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? You gotta get into it the right way. Come on, let's go.
PressureOnline.com. Whoop!
There we go. There we go.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you back? What's going on, bro? We already know you're doing music, but how are you? Like, how is Pressure? How are you feeling? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm great, man. I'm blessed. You know, things could always be a little bit on the upside down, but it's up. So, you know, I'm happy, man. I'm in a good space.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
so you coming off Green Ranger? It did numbers. It did what you know what I'm saying. Did it do what you expected it to do? Or tell us about the after run of that.
Um, how I work, it could always be better. But the response that I'm still getting months later, even without even pushing it, like I actually like fell back a little bit because I knew I was about to put out another project. That was just like a little appetizer. But the reaction that I'm still getting is amazing. You know, people, different parts of the world picking it up and sending me little clips of them rapping their heart out with that joint. It's a beautiful feeling, man.
Word. All right,
Yeah.
so that's one thing that I did notice. Even from the first time you was here till now is your organic following. Like, so if y'all don't know, you got what 33,000 followers. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, something like that.
that's a lot of people following you, and it's organic. You get what I'm saying? So what was your game plan to get there, and what does that feel like waking up and knowing you got 33 followers that's coming to check your page out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, first the algorithm is leaving out a lot of people. We know how that go. You know what I mean? Social media only show what a good 10-15% of people.
facts.
But the road to getting there was really just consistency. I always tell people when I first started out, I was always worried about, and still to this day, I'm a perfectionist, so I worry about making sure that quality is always better than the last. But one thing I learned when I started doing those live in the booth freestyles, that brought people back to how I started out. You know, like lunchroom shit, locker room shit. Like,
Facts.
you know, people wanted bars from me. So given that helped transition to the actual like records.
Okay. All right. So it's 50 years of hip hop. That's the thing that's going on. So I made like a little list. It's like a pick and choose of things that you prefer in hip hop. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I'm gonna run them at you, and then we're gonna take it from there. All right.
Let's go.
So the first one I got is written or freestyle.
Written.
Okay. You want to give us a little reason why, or?
Why I prefer written is because I'm a person that I like to think before I speak. In most cases.
The perfectionist.
Right. So I'm real big on like if you say something, you should be able to stand on it, and if you said it, you know what it is. So yeah, written is important.
All right, bet. All right. So this is artist Lloyd Banks or Styles P.
Lloyd Banks.
Okay. Then you said that's your favorite though, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. When I made the question, I'm like, damn, why did this come to mind? Like,
Shout out to Styles P though. I met him though a couple times. Like great humble guy for sure.
Word.
Well respected. But Banks of course, man.
All right, bet. I got another artist selection for you. Mace or Cameron?
Cameron.
Cameron. Why would you say Cameron?
He continued his journey.
Mm.
I respected that he kept going regardless.
Word.
You know.
And now they working together. They doing the.
Yep. You got the podcast. Yep.
Word, so that shit fly. Word. Shout out to them. Word. All right. So Adidas or Nike because they both played a heavy influence in the hip hop game.
For sure. Nike.
Nike. All right, bet. North or South?
Just in general?
just hip because the North and the South they both been here for 50 years in hip hop. So what's your you know what I'm saying like?
Oh, are we talking straight hip hop?
It's straight hip hop.
Oh, then I gotta stick with home team North.
Okay.
If we was talking something else, I'd have said South. But yeah.
What would that something else be? What would you give it to the South?
Where I would prefer to reside, like
okay.
overall vacations and all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm a summer baby, so I'm with the South all day.
Got you.
For sure.
All right, so the Biggie movie or the Tupac movie?
Biggie movie.
Biggie movie. Yeah, I fuck with the Biggie movie too.
Yeah.
Tupac.
And then knowing the actors personally is why I would do that too. Like having,
okay.
What those connections.
From the Biggie movie that you know personally?
Derek Luke.
Okay. Oh shit, yeah, word.
Yeah, Derek played Diddy.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Derek Luke. Facts.
Yeah, shout out to Joshua, Luke, the whole family, Maurice. I just was on the phone with his brother the other day. Yeah, like that's Jersey. He's from Jersey City, so
J. Luke, stop playing, J. Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta set this date up. Pull up, bro.
For sure. And Gravy, which is the one that played Biggie, ran into him and we had a conversation, and we know a lot of the same people because he used to rap back in the day before he transitioned to acting. So
Who was that? Derek Luke or Gravy?
no, Gravy, the one
Oh,
that played
okay.
Biggie, yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
actually rap. Like
Oh,
he got
okay.
joints with Ransom and all that. So that's how we connected.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. I seen him in a couple other movies too. So that's shout out to him. He's still doing his thing too.
Yep.
I Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society.
Boys in the Hood.
I digital or CDs. So digital meaning like you know what I'm saying? Like,
MP3,
yeah.
digital,
As far as like selling I mean not selling consuming music.
digital.
Digital. All right, bet. All right, so we gonna wrap it up with this one. The 50 years of hip hop little segment. What's the craziest hip hop beef that you ever got to witness? And tell us something that you can remember during that time.
The craziest hip hop beef I ever got to witness. I know this might sound a little cliche, but 50 Cent versus the industry.
Wait, the beginning one when when he dropped that first diss track.
Not how to rob.
Yeah, I was there.
I'm talking about when Get Rich or Die Trying came, and when he's beefing with the whole New York, and yeah, that was something that I don't think we ever seen before. Like people of his own borough, the coast, he had a different impact. So that was different, and he was actually like sustaining, like he was able to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody take him out of place in my opinion.
Word. And it's crazy because he actually initiated that, right? Like, well, that's how I think. I feel like he initiated that whole.
Some of them, but 50 a street dude. Like he has the mind frame of if you stand next to somebody I don't like, then you think I'm supposed to be fly with you. Like it's a New York mentality. It's up north, so I get it.
Word. I bet. So all right. So since we on that topic right there, if y'all didn't see, my boy Pressure had to end somebody's career. We ain't even gonna. Well, that's what we gonna say. He just had to end somebody's career. So what is your take on? Because I've never really seen you partake in anything like that. And then when you did step into that space, it was so like clean. Like damn, bro. Like you didn't even come out of character, but you still was just a side of that you had to remind people. So if you could, you know what I'm saying, like give us a little bit of intake on that.
The truth hurts.
Facts.
The truth hurts. One thing for sure is I started out from the battle rap culture, like listening to Banks, Cassidy, and all that. Like I come from that early thousands cloth. So if you say something, you better be able to stand on it. You better be able to man up, woman up, whatever your situation is, and know what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? But jump in front of something that it wasn't meant for you. It's like don't try to play hero over here, cause like I really rap. I mean, I've been on the radio a couple times and all that's beautiful and doing the club records and all that, but when it comes to bars, whoever don't know, they get reminded. You know what I'm saying? And shit happens.
Word. What was so? Did you hesitate, or was there any type of thought going in your mind, like, damn, should I go forward and respond to this, or or was it just a natural instinct to just like, nah, he about to get it. That's it.
Well, if anybody know me, I'm really a humble, laid back guy. I'm always on chill mode. So if I get to that point, then obviously something happened. You know what I mean? So you talking about a person that I see everything. I'm connected to the streets without being in the streets. So everything come to me. You know what I'm saying? And I ignored things for a long time because it's not about feeling bigger or better than anybody. It's the reality of is it worth investing in my time into something that honestly, even when I'm disrespecting the situation, I'm still hurt. I'm still helping it. It's like if the only thing I've been doing is helping you, and I step back from a level of disrespect that I ain't cool with, and I gotta go hurt you, I'm still helping you because somebody didn't know you.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing this for? So that's the second thought that come to your mind. But it's certain things that I just don't play with. Some things that ain't nobody gonna say and ain't nobody gonna do. And close to me or not, especially when someone call themselves your brother, call yourself family, you get us somewhere you get them something to eat, somewhere to stay. You help them out. You nurture their situation, and you bite the hand that feeds you off of misunderstanding. That's a little like upside down in me. I don't rock with vibes like that. You know what I'm saying? So me being a straightforward person, I got two phones. Call either number. You know what I'm saying? Social media, whatever. contact me directly. If you looking for a response from the general public, it's like, nah, then you gotta get a general ass whipping. That's what come with speaking out loud. You know what I mean? So I don't have no boundaries. You know what I mean, to how somebody could get their head knocked off. You know what I mean? Like we grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like we old enough to know better. You know what I mean? If you knew better, you do better. It's just how it happens.
Feel that 100%. So, all right. So, where was you at in your space and time when you was making this new project? When this came out, and did it affect any process? Did it fuel it? Did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that like?
Okay, so the new project 29 just dropped a new album in July of 2023. Yo, to be honest with you, I had a lot of music that was just sitting for a good while, as I always do. You know, I always hold music. I make music and I just hold it. When I made this project, I said, yo, I just put out Transparent. Transparent was very dark. It was very moody. It was very, it was real, but it was raw. It was dark. You know what I mean? I was like, I need something going into the summer that will feel fun. You know, I want people to feel like they can have a good time on my music. You know, so as far as with 29, like two of the songs was probably like 2 years old. Um, if I broke down how I made every song, matter of fact, I'll do that for you. This is the first time. Right?
Come on, let's go. Let's get it.
The first track,
Roll up. Let's go.
yeah, get to it, man.
Let's go.
The first, the first joint off the project. What's the first song on the project? I don't even know the.
Got you. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I got so much damn music out there, man. My mind all over the place. But what we got? What's the first joint? You gotta help me out, man, cause I some joints I be
You
freestyling.
mad?
Oh, you mad? Oh, you mad? I made that record um around the situation. Yeah. Like when I did that, I made it around that time. Like I just thought, "Oh, you mad" was dope. Nobody business. It's an interesting story. I never told nobody this.
That's number two. Nobody business.
Number two, I recorded that back when I had COVID in the top of 2021. That song is 2 years old. No BS, yo. I was bugging because I remember when like COVID was a big thing in 2020, and I was like, man, it skipped me. Man, the next year I got caught with that shit. I was like, oh shit. I remember being locked in the studio because that's where I was staying at during my time. And
It was when you had COVID. You just quarantined in the studio.
yeah, you can hear it in my voice. Nah, I'm playing.
Probably loved it.
Nah, I was locked in the basement though. I ain't had nowhere to go in the studio, and I created that joint right then and there. So that joint, that's how I made that song, which was crazy. I was locked in. I was like, I don't have no choice but to make music. That's the best place to quarantine too as an artist. You better stay in the studio.
That's why I said you probably loved that shit.
Hell yeah. The third joint, like a bass drum.
Word.
Yo, this is interesting, right? Shout out to my man DJ Wild. Shout out to Jugs. I'm gonna tell you why. Jugs gave me the like a bass drum beat, and if you hear the beginning part, it's like a trappy beat. That beat was like 2 minutes long. So after the 2 minute mark, then it went into the club joint, right? So I remember I couldn't figure out words to put to this joint because me being a lyricist, I didn't know how to make a club record. I was just
This is
like
your first club record, right?
my first Jersey club record, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know how to be simple. That shit sounds weird to me. So what happened was, my girl had some of her peoples over, and I played the beat for them. Just because something told me to play the instrumental for them. I had no words on it. They was like, it's cool when they heard the trap joint. When they heard the club joint, they start dancing, they get up and all that. No words. And I was like, oh shit. And he's like, why you don't like make it come in faster? And I thought about it. I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. So I had one in the booth. That take that you hear is the first take. I literally freestyled that. Then I put background vocals on it, and then I did the club joint. So now I was like, damn, I do a club record. I was like, who in the club's heavy? I was like, I gotta get a DJ to like Wild Out was my man. So I'm like, I was trying to get Wild Out to do it for like a couple days to a week. Yo, whether you come to the studio, whether you do it at your studio, what the timing was off. At this point in time, my album had to be submitted. I was running behind.
Yeah.
Yo, no lie, I pulled up on him at the club, and his vocals, we did that shit. He was like, are you ready? Let's just do it right now. We did it off the phone, off the voice memo. and I just mixed the hell out of his vocals and threw it on the track. Like we did that shit like a couple days before the album came out. It was a last minute change.
That's
He
the way to
almost
keep
didn't
going
make it.
forward. That's the way to keep going forward. You made it happen.
Yeah, man, going for a podcast, man. So that's how like a bass drum came about, man. And Jugs was bugging because he like, yo, I ain't make the beat like this. Like it just changed. Like I did some different stuff, but he was happy with it overall though. And shout out to Walla too, because he premiered that on Shade 45 like the same week, came out
That's
ASAP.
going crazy right now. That's one of the top hitting songs off the project, right?
Yes, yep. Most Shazam joint, like people searching that, people sending in videos and all that. I still got stuff to post. You know what I mean? The money joint, Jugs as well. He made the beat. I got a video up on my
I was
Instagram
about to
where
say I peeped that. That's fire too. I love that though. How I was able to actually see the whole shit come about. You get
like
what I'm saying?
I was literally freestyling it. That's how I do all my records. I freestyle them. And if I want to keep pieces, I do. If not, I go back and punch in. Or then I eventually write if I can't think of nothing. But Jugs was like, yo, this joint right here, like, this a money machine. And I was like, man, I'm calling it money then. Like, we just gonna talk about money. And when I did it, I was just like, I want to do something clever because I don't want people thinking it's a strip club record and none of that. We're gonna talk about all the things that money do to people. And when we came up with that, man, it just was like, wow. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, stuff that you think about. Like, that's why I say written is always better because you really get to sit and think about what you're saying. So that was that.
Yeah.
Fuego.
Money is definitely, before we go to number 5, which is Fago. Money is definitely my favorite track off the project. So
Appreciate it. It's an East Coast record, so it makes sense. Definitely. Fuego, I made about 2 years ago. That originally was made after I did the Fear project. So it could have made it to Transparent, but when I noticed the sound difference, I didn't want to mix it. But Fuego was a little backdated, and I made Twin Flame around the same time. That's the first record that you hear me like singing on the project. Well, actually the only record that you hear me harmonizing. Twin Flame was a bit fun. I did that around the same time too, like 2 years ago.
let's go back real quick to the harmonizing. What was that like for you in the studio? Was that something easy for you to just do, or did you kind of have to build yourself up for it?
I definitely had to find some inspiration, like listening to certain artists. You know what I'm saying? Listening to certain artists that make records in those fields because I had to learn keys and everything because, not having a vocal coach, none of that, you don't want to sound crazy. But prior to that, on my last project, my last album, Fear, I had like Patient With Me, Obvious, like records that I kind of did that. So I was comfortable. It just took a little while to get back into that because, you come from spitting bars and then you want to like smooth it out. You got to be in that mind frame.
Gotcha.
And then the last joint, 29, called Throne Shit, I recorded that after I got Walla vocals. I said, you know what? Because it was originally going to be an EP. I said, I might as well make this an album. And then I put Throne Shit on there as the 7th track. And I did that specifically because on my birthday. Like, I was born on the 29. Lung collapsed on the 29. Like, 29 is a very powerful number.
You turned 29?
No.
Oh, okay.
The day I dropped it was the last day I was 29. I dropped it the day before my birthday.
Got you.
And I put 7 songs on it because I was born in the 7th month. So that's why the last song is 729.
That's fire.
7, and then the track called 29, Throne Shit.
Fire.
Yeah.
So, damn, bro, that's fire as hell.
Yeah, I know. You're the first person I told that to.
That's fire, bro. So you planned all of this, or did it just like?
When I got originally, I was only gonna do like 5, 6 songs. When I realized I wanted to call it 29, which I kind of figured out probably like 3 weeks right before I finalized the project. I was like, damn, 29 my favorite number. I couldn't come up with an album title with all these songs. I'm like, I'm gonna name this shit my favorite number. And it made sense because I was like, oh shit, it's July coming. Blah, blah. Like at the time I was thinking of it, so yeah, that's how I made it happen.
Got you. Yo, quick question too. Yo, so EP, so 6 songs make to the EP, so that's 7.
6 songs or less. Yep.
EP. Oh, okay.
7 or more makes it an album.
So as an artist, do you feel as though what do you feel as though an artist that's trying to come up and that's trying to make a name for themselves, you think they should continuously drop EPs or albums, or it all that kind of depends?
It's based on your following. It's based about like what makes sense for like who's looking for you. Like if you're a person that you got 100 people that or 200 people that'll play your joint same night it come out, you might want to get them a couple songs, get them, you know what I mean, something to rock with and bounce off of. But if only people around your block know you and some people don't know you around the corner, like drop a song at a time and get people to focus on one thing. I think albums is for people that have a wide range of an audience. So not only you gonna get them what they want, but they more receptive to everything else you have because they already like you.
I got
Yeah.
you. They feel like they know you.
Yes.
Got you.
The familiarity changes everything.
Word.
Yep.
All right, so yo, one thing I do want to know is share with us how did you and Walla meet? Because y'all, this is not the first. This is our first official song together, correct?
Correct,
Like,
yeah.
this is not y'all first, like you know what I'm saying, rodeo. Y'all locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. Tell us about that. How did y'all meet, and what it's been like, just working around him, and all types of that.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Bobby B too, man. Bobby had
There it is.
Bobby B had connected me and Walla in the club one time because he seen what I was doing for Bobby. Like I was making sure Bobby's content was like fire. Like me and Bobby had
As far as video.
yeah, video graphics. Like we had Bobby on fire, earlier on. And Walla was like, "Yo, I rock with the style. What's going on?" Boop boop. And Bobby connected the dots. So I met him through another DJ. So shout out to Bobby B. And from there,
Shake the block, right?
no, not Bobby Trends. Bobby
Oh.
B from Jersey City, yeah.
Oh, Bobby. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he had connected the dots with that, and ever since then, man, while I've been locked in, man, we just be up in the events making movies, man.
Gotcha.
We got probably like 80, 90 recaps up in these spots.
And I also saw that y'all was actually at the summer jam this year. Well, this wasn't your first summer jam. You've been to several summer jams, correct?
Yeah.
So what is that like? Because I only been to one summer jam and I wasn't backstage. So what is it like being backstage?
Well, I mean, it started out like that for me, right? Like my mom's and like relatives and all that. Like I've been to Summer Jam probably twice. I think I've been to Summer Jam like 2 times, like 2009 and 2010 and 2012.
You've been twice as a guest?
Yeah, like in the crowd,
Right.
my family and all that. And then shout out to Smiles too, man. My man Smiles had snuck me backstage for the first time in 2014. I think it's 14. That's when Fetty Wap came out, right? It was 14, huh?
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, it was 14 or 15, but yeah, the experience with Walla is dope because, I mean, we all accessed up. Like, we be going wherever we want in the stadium. You got 30, 40,000 people that's there that's just big fans of the art and, getting to meet people that, you've watched your whole life and really interact with them, you know what I mean? Like, because it's all about timing. You meet somebody on the street is different, but you meet somebody in a more secure area, they're a little more open to conversation. So it's dope.
What is that like for you? Like, is it ever nerve wracking? Walking up to these people, like, do you like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you just said, it's kind of different when you're in an enclosed environment. It's like, well, if he back here, it's a reason why you back there. You're not just a random person back there, but still y'all don't know each other. So, like, what is something that you do to kind of like break the ice, or you know what I'm saying, make them feel comfortable, or make yourself feel comfortable, maybe?
How I make a lot of people feel comfortable is when I get around them, I pay them no mind. Initially, like, that's the first thing I'm doing. Simply because, like, the laws of attraction, and without me knowing the definition, like, too strong, but sometimes it's a mental game, If you could predict what you think I'm going to do or what I'm going to say because I can recognize you, then you got me. But if I do the opposite, then it's easier to make you intrigued to, like, why he's not shaking my hand, why he's not reacting to me. So, it's putting yourself in a position of power, at all times. So that works for me.
So out of all of the people that you met, Summer Jam or wherever, what was one of the most humblest encounters that you had that you actually learned something from that encounter?
Wow. I'm trying to think, man. I met a lot of people, and we've been doing it for the last 5 years. I went to every Summer Jam since 2018. A humbling experience. Wow. This is a tough one, man. It's because there's so many episodes of things that has happened. I think, gosh, man.
Or maybe the last one, the last encounter that you had, that was just like, damn, like that's a humble dude, or whatever transaction you had.
Meeting Rakim.
Mm.
Rakim, God MC. Like, yeah, man. He walked up in there with I forgot what kind of jacket it was, like the red, I think he had a red leather joint on, if I ain't mistaken, yo. He walked up in there like God status, man. Like, Rakim always been dope with it. He don't curse when he rap, like just legend, man. And to me, him was definitely dope, man. He was like, as soon as he walked out, yo, peace. And it's different with the younger dudes. Not to say nobody's name, but when you meet some of the newer people, their whole mind is like keep walking. Like they feel more attacked. The OGs, they don't really feel like nobody about to run down on them or do nothing crazy. So yeah.
Alright, so do you see any like crazy things like with the fans or like you know what I'm saying like maybe the fans trying to get to the artist? Can you like share some crazy stories with us? Like what you be seeing back there? I know
Man, I remember being with Lloyd,
Lloyd.
Lloyd and Jaru,
Oh, okay.
Murder Inc.
Oh, okay.
They was at the Prudential Center. Shout out to DJ Lil, man. He had me up in the spot, and we had did the Prudential Center, and I actually got footage too. I got a lot of unreleased footage that nobody got.
I was gonna say when you was thinking about the Summer Jam thing, when y'all do this Summer Jam documentary, you better tap in with my boy. Cause
Oh
I
yeah,
got a lot of footage that y'all.
I got stuff that they don't got. Like I definitely got stuff people don't got.
Word.
But yo, being with Lloyd, first of all, real humble dude. Like I ain't know how calm he was. Like I never thought Lloyd was a rowdy dude, but real calm. Same thing with Ja Rule, man. Like very respectful, and I like being around people that don't act like they're a celebrity. Like that's the type of people that I be like, yo, I rock with homie.
Ja
But
Rule gives me that. Ja Rule gives me the humble dude, or you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
'Cause
he has sit and have a conversation.
Word.
It's very few people that do that, and it's
he never
people.
got his teeth done, so that to me be like, oh, this nigga's humble as nah for real. He got mad, bruh. He just never got his teeth done type shit.
Yo, the fact that you even noticed that is crazy.
Cause
But
everybody got their teeth done now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first thing niggas do. They get a bag. Like,
yeah,
that's on my list. Man, get some shinies. You get what I'm saying?
for sure.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
But when like I ain't know Lloyd was gonna do this, man. It was a gangster move. Usually artists come from backstage, they walk out to the stage. Lloyd was like, "Yo, Ja," you know how you talk. He like, "Yo, Ja, I think I want to walk around the back." Yeah, I got it on camera, and I was like, "What?" Yo, they had him come from the back, like literally walking through the crowd. Like it's about I don't know how many it is of us, but it ain't that many. Man, he straight walked through the crowd. He shaking hands. He jumping up on a joint. I seen a girl lift her bra up real quick. I seen dudes like try to get this rag that he had, and I was just like, yo, it's that sensation, man. People be wanting that moment, but stuff like that, man. Like the effect that he had when he walked out of there, and Lloyd when he first came out, what 2004, we was young. It was like a Michael Jackson effect, like to see how people was like tripping over, like walking through the crowd was different. Because a lot of people ain't walking through no crowd. I don't care who they is. A lot of these artists, they scared. They not walking through no crowd.
That's crazy because that was on my list of the 50 years of hip hop. I was gonna ask you performing in the crowd or performing on the stage because not every artist is gonna like you just said.
I'm performing in the crowd. I like to feel the people.
Like crowd surfing type shit, or you just going?
Nah, I ain't crowd surfing because if you don't catch me, I'm mad. I'm gonna feel some type of way, and this show is done. If I crowd surf and nobody catch me, 140 pounds, we got a problem. Yeah, nah, it's over. But yeah, performing in the crowd. I don't care if it's just walking through, putting something that I could stand on a higher level. Like, man, yo, it's people don't understand. These artists are nothing without fans. You know what I'm saying? These people that pay your bills. These are the people that are the reason why labels come to you and say, "All right, let's do a second album, a third album." Like, if you can't touch the people, if you can't connect with them, and it's like, who are you then? What are we doing this for? You know what I'm saying? It's only certain people like Michael Jackson, Jay-Z that can't do that. But if you want to come up and you try and figure it out and fill out the people, like, nah, you gotta get out there. That's how I'm on it. You know what I mean? Like, I like to know who effing with me, who not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm straight up. Like, I think everybody should be like that. But, some people got like agendas. Some people got lifestyles and certain things they got to live up to. So some dudes don't want to, like the baby. Shout out to the baby. Like he'll take his chains off and go in the crowd. It's humbling yourself and understanding. Like you see, he was doing all of that. He got canceled, and he's still doing all that. Like quote unquote. It's like, yo, you got to be out there with the people. That's why he was able to connect when he came back with another record, because he go out there with the people. They feel his vibe. They like, yo, baby, a real one. You know what I mean? And I ran into him backstage too, but he was on the move. But there's only certain people that's like, that's like respectful like that.
Word. So you mentioned lifestyle. That's something else that I wouldn't say I'm big on, but just in the space that I'm in right now, I'm just realizing that lifestyles are very important, right?
Right.
So what's some new lifestyles that you may have adapted to, as in like you started doing them, or what's some lifestyles that you recently left alone? We already know you don't smoke and drink too. And shout out, that's why we don't got no good fucking tequila on the show today. You get what I'm saying? My boy he don't smoke, he don't drink. You get what I'm saying? He letting me smoke. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke around people that don't smoke and shit like that. But I mean I smoke it all the time, but it's just you gotta be calm. But shout out to shout out to good fucking tequila. They always got us lit, but today I'm gonna have my drink after the show. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah, we detoxing on the show. You know what I'm saying? Come join us.
but but yeah, what's some lifestyles like I said that you either put down, or a lifestyle that you picked up that you pushing yourself into?
I mean, I think really since like my lung collapsing in 2017 made me just pay attention to my health more. So I try not to eat too crazy. Like I eat fast food and all that, but I try to like I'm really heavy on salads. Like I love them shits.
What's your favorite fast food, bro?
Favorite? Damn man, Shorty was talking about this before. I'll give you a top three because I really can't choose. Shake Shack.
Alright, that's not alright, bet. So you do it. That's like it's like tiers in fast food.
Right.
If you do like McDonald's, I'd be like, damn, bro.
I say Shake Shack. No specific order.
Yeah,
Wendy's.
yeah, Wendy's up there. I fuck with Wendy's.
Yeah, shout out them 5 for 5. Y'all know what's going on. Come with the nuggets and the fries. You know what I mean?
That biggie bag.
Yes, sir. That 5 and 5. Let me see. Shake Shack, Wendy's, and yo, I say Checkers, man. I love they fries, yo. Just for the fries, yo.
My boy hood for real. His force is white, but he hood for real.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, Checkers. When I hit Checkers, bro, I automatically think of a drunk club crazy night.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody at Checkers got an attitude.
Word.
Everybody. Anytime you go in the drive-through, it don't matter what age they are, they got an attitude.
They don't hire them unless they got an attitude.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Shout out to all the Checkers crew out there, but yo, it could be 2 in the morning and y'all be mad. It's like, why you mad? It ain't even traffic right now. It could be 2 in the afternoon. You mad? It's like, yo.
You about to your shift almost over. Relax.
Yo, I'm talking about like, yo, Checkers is the worst, but I rock with them though. You know what I'm saying?
They got some good ass fries though. I fuck with Checkers fries.
Oh my gosh, man.
But that's fire though that you so health is something that you
Yeah, health is a lifestyle that I key in on. Like working out stuff. About it, cause I don't really do nothing too much like crazy.
Word. All right, that's dope. Word. All right, so during the process of making the project 29, you already stated that 2 of them are projects from the past, maybe like 2
Yeah,
years.
Fuego and Twin Flame. Yeah, those like a year and a half old.
All right, so during this project, besides the club, the Jersey club, because that's something new for you, right? Is there anything else that you a new skill that you maybe picked up doing this one? Maybe a new producer, a new studio you worked at? Anything new that added onto your journey?
Shout out to all the producers too, man, that let me rock out with the beats. I made sure I hit every producer on that project and made sure the business was straight. Everybody got their splits and all that. Like me, I like to handle business when I'm putting it out, like, cause I know the effect of what the record's gonna do. And that's what you're supposed to do anyway. It's not like this is something new, but I love doing good business. So shout out to all the producers. Some of them from Russia, Europe, ATL, Connecticut, Jersey. It's a little spread out. Some tracks got 2 producers per record, so it's dope, man. What's your question again? I'm sorry.
No,
I think I'm getting high off the concept, but go ahead.
No, I was just
Blooper.
asking.
You know, I'm playing.
No, I was just asking. Was there anything new that you
Gotcha.
did during the party? Anybody that you met new? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the obvious, but people don't know. But if you want to touch on that, we can touch on that again. Is just work. This was your first track with Walla, so that was your first. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm probably the first artist. I ain't gonna say in history because that'd be like deep to say, but Jersey history, maybe the first artist in the last 5, 10 years that did an album with no features, but only features from producers or a DJ. I don't think no artist has no project like that.
Cause the only Walla song I remember is "Hit It to the Beat," and that was his song.
That's his song, yeah.
So that was the last time I heard Walla on a track besides the radio.
Right. So, with that being said, you know, doing records with like even Juggernaut talking on the Money track, like that's rare. You don't really hear people hosting records anymore. It has no hook. Like I freestyled the whole joint, then we broke it up, and then he put in little, you know what I mean, like little skits, and we was done with it. But I think one of the other things besides Nobody Business. I think Nobody Business was the first track that made me step outside my boundary. Because when you hear it, it's like a drill record. It's like the New York drill, but with the sample from Usher, Lovers and Friends. Like, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, I love this junk. You know what I'm saying? Especially that I was locked in at the time. So that right there made me switch my flow up. That was probably the only one. Because 29, that's regular pressure. That was like Green Ranger Part 2. So yeah, I think everything else was pretty normal. Like Twin Flame, even with the joint with me on some melodic type tip, I had other records like that on my previous project, so I wouldn't say that was too different.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's this brand that you got on right now? Cause last time you came on, you had another brand too. So what you got on right now?
Right, this vintage classic right here. Shout out to my guy L Money. He told me actually he gonna send me the promo code, so we gonna sell some sets and break that percentage down.
Word. Something that I always noticed about you. The reason why I peeped that you always got a different brand on is because early in the game you was always in on like merch and always branding yourself. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what's some new branding techniques or something that you planning on doing or something that you started doing that's really helping you right now?
With clothing, or you saying branding in general?
Just in anything, just in pressure online. You get what I'm saying? Because you're an artist, but you are an entity, a business as well too.
I mean, running the business like Pressure Online Media. I mean, stamping that logo on everything moving. You know what I mean? Like covers, logos, recap videos, photography, weddings, whatever. Just stamping that logo everywhere, like it's just been branding. That's how the business really started out, off word of mouth, and it's still going off word of mouth. So, really, it's that logo, man. That PressureOnline.com whoop. That signature been there for 15 years now, probably. You know what I mean? So,
Nah, for real.
It's
Think
people
about
that don't even know me that when they hear my name, they say the website as is. I'm like, I don't even got that website no more. But it's the fact that that's like my ID. Like when people see me, they like
Yeah.
face card. Oh, that's him.
It's no way you could let that go.
I don't think nobody. I mean, not to make this about Jerry City, but I don't think too many people have like iconic slogans like that. So that's what made it stand out more because it's rare. On the beginning of every video from 2014 when I started filming, that's how I came on.
Yeah, the only people I could think of, and I don't know if I'm being biased right now because I had all y'all on my podcast, but I would say you, PressureOnline.com, woo, Jugs, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. I think that one,
Yeah.
and I had J Dub up here too. He had J Dub. I feel like
Right.
that's a
Classic. Shout out to J Dub
once you
too.
hear that, it's just like the fuck, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'm just saying that because I had them all up here, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's classic though, man. It's rare. But see, you just named two other
Those are
producers,
yeah,
DJs.
exactly.
I'm talking about artists. Like
Yeah.
some artists don't know how to trademark. You know what I mean? I was doing that early because I understood you got to staple something in people's head that they gonna remember. You know what I mean?
One of my favorite I guess logos or mark or advertisement that you made was the big P when you put it was just like pressure online, pressure online, pressure online, and it just created the big P.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm
I need
like,
talking about.
yeah, I like that. That shit is fire. That was
Wow.
one, yeah.
Yo, that was years ago.
Yeah.
That's before I found the logo that I have now. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that style of what I did was called typography or something like that.
Mm.
I typed out pressure online all the way across the screen, little, and then when I took a P and a O, I stamped it and it only stapled what was inside of the letters. So that's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's how I made it.
That's fire right there.
Damn, that's crazy. You even wow.
Yeah. All right. So yo, how you feel about that? Where that shit was at in Montgomery or
Alabama.
Alabama? Yeah.
I know what's going on. Listen. I'm gonna keep it real with you. When it first came to me and I saw it, I was trying to like, listen. I'm not with the violence, man. I know, man. I know you heard the diss record and you brought it up and all that, but man, I'm really calm. It's like, don't get me there.
That's hip hop. I know.
I know. No, it ain't hip hop. Yeah, it ain't hip hop. Just so you know.
Ooh, all right.
But the Alabama situation, I hate when I see people segregated, man. Like the way I am is like, come on, man. Like we passed all that shit. That shit was 50 years ago. Like, why y'all playing with us? Like, y'all know y'all get your ass whipped. Why y'all doing that? You know what I'm saying? My man came with the chair. He came fresh off the cookout with it.
That was a lady with a. I think that was a female that popped off with the chair. I don't know. We gotta watch the video again, but that shit was crazy though.
Well, she was brolic because I thought it was a man. But listen, let me tell you. I hate it, man. I honestly hate it. I hate to see that shit, man. Like, because people don't like this. I want to say this publicly because a lot of people be scared to say the truth. When we come from the hood, we taught not to like cops. We taught certain things like, yo, in school, you like, oh, this teacher prejudice or blah, blah, blah. We've been through that, you know what I mean? Like when we was younger. And it's like, yo, every cop not a bad person. Every white person, like it's like, why are we putting labels on it? Like, I think that's corny, you know what I'm saying? I deal with people accordingly, you know what I mean? White friends I got, white fans I got, or Caucasian rather. Like, I don't like to separate people because again, that's like saying all black people love watermelon or love chicken or whatever. Majority of us do. But I'm just saying, like, I hate the stereotypical stuff. So, you know, to see that, it was just like, damn. Like, and you know, the South always been known for racism, like, on a different level. Like, theirs is way more exposed than ours and up north. So, you know, I wasn't a fan of it, honestly, when I saw it. But I did see it, and I was just like, some people, you know, they do it to themselves. You know, I don't know the backstory, so I don't want to dive into it. But, you know, and it's not about worrying about being politically correct. I just feel like deal with people accordingly. You know, if you see somebody getting jumped and all that, you know, and they bold because, you know, in the South you could bear arms, so you don't know what you're running into. To be honest with you, but the fact that somebody got dumped in the water or some shit, like, yo, it was, yo, it was comical, man. Like, but I think it taught us that shit could still go down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen when we had Trump in the office and Biden, like, we see the reaction. We see the supporters. We see the supporters that, you know, be on one side of it. You know, some people don't want to see us all together, but it's like, nah, man. I love everybody. Like, that's how I'm on it. Like, shout out to my Indians, you know, shout out to my Caribbeans. I rock with a lot of people around the world, man. So I can't sit here and act like, you know, it is what it is. Like, no, I think people deserve whatever situation they put themselves in, but nah, it's all right.
All right, so definitely appreciate you for pulling up, bro. Like I said, you brought the gang with you. Shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They pulled up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's one thing I noticed. I just want to share. You can even chime in and let them know too. To all artists, like he always got a team of people around him that's contributing, or whether they contributing to each other, it's always contributing to a cause or a purpose. You get what I'm saying? So team matters. You get what I'm saying? So if that's, like I said, if that's anything you want to jump in before we, you know what I'm saying, before we wrap this up, like, what's your your take on that on team, and you know, like, how do you keep a good team, and how does that work for you?
Yeah, having a team is important, man. I gotta understand. It's okay to you know, be an octopus, quote unquote, where it's like, you know, you doing a little bit of everything. But what happens is if you focus over here, you putting your arms and your attention over here, that means something else is losing sight. You know, you losing focus or something else. Something else has to suffer. As my lady always tell me, like, balance is important. You know, I'm trying to learn balance myself better. Time management is everything. Like learning how to be early, learning how to leave on time, learning to know what's in front of you. Traffic. It's the same thing in real life. You know, school. It don't matter what you're doing in life. There are gonna be potholes, and having a team or having people to depend on is real essential. You know what I mean? Like, I try to do a lot on my own, and don't get me wrong, it was nothing wrong with it. And I like to say I got far with it because I know if I fail, then I fail. Ain't nobody to blame this on, so I gotta get up and go get it. But that's the reason why having a team is important, though, because like work smarter, not harder.
Word. You heard it from Pressure Online himself. Man, we here. It's Going Forward the podcast. Make sure y'all follow the Instagram, Going Forward podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube, Going Forward the podcast. Make sure y'all go download that new 29 album. You get what I'm saying? He dropped it. It's out right now. You dropped any videos for that yet?
No, we in the mix. We're working on it right now.
Yeah.
Everything getting planned and scheduled. The way I drop, man, I do things different. I drop the project, I see the feedback and look at the demographics of what's working, and then I go. So that's how I work. But yeah, it's on the way though.
Word. I don't know. I think let us know what y'all think we need a video for first. My vote is money. You get what I'm saying?
Money,
so
yeah.
That's why I'm gonna go. Y'all drop it in the comments. Let us know. Hit them up, tag them, follow them. Let them know what y'all want to see. You get what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all go stream that album, man. 29. If you ain't doing nothing else, 29. If you're taking a shower, 29. If you're cutting the grass, 29. I don't care what you're doing. If you with your lady, I got something for y'all too. 29. Pull it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the hottest shit out right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who feel any type of way. I'm smiling because I'm happy, but don't play with me. There. It gets serious. You know, it gets real. So make sure y'all go get that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, appreciate you, my brother, for pulling up. Like I said, it's not your first time here. This your second time here, and it's not your last time, my boy. So, like I said, we definitely appreciate you for sharing everything that you shared, and we're gonna keep going forward, my boy.
For sure, man. You
Yeah.
know what's going on. Going Forward podcast, man. You know where we from. I'm popping shit because I'm having fun, man. I love this show, man. Where I'm from, you going to starve if you ain't got no bread.
Yeah,
so if money ain't your motive, then you better off dead.
Let's go.
And you ain't got to like me. Your chick do. Nigga, my flow nastier than trying finger pop on a menstrual. Look, ain't got a point to prove. I been give it to niggas. Be lucky if I don't point at you. Know some goons that'll murk you and have your head fly off your shoulders like that balloon in the Airhead commercial. All I do is send my vatos, pull up like some knocos, throw some combos, neck snap, nacho, leave his ass wet, no poncho. Rap shit, I do this with my eyes closed, tired with a blindfold, talking like he can't get popped. I'm from Jersey City, nigga, around here even the cops get shot. This for my niggas that's trapped in the box, can't get a 9 to 5, so when they come home and straight back to the block, you know what it is. Going Forward, podcast. Dig.
Let's go.
So,
the first live performance on the show. Let's go.
What's wrong with these niggas,
Let's
man?
go. Y'all not ready.
Eat all these niggas,
Let's
man.
go. Let's go.
Go get your big homie, nigga.
Yo, appreciate you for coming through, bro. Like I said, man, tap in 29. Whatever you doing, 29, man. We out.
Yeah.